Hello there, everyone. This is Quiversee. Welcome back to more Pikmin 2. Picking up straight after the events of Pikmin 1, Olimar made his way back to his home planet, only to have his personal ship confiscated by a company that found itself in massive debt. And in ways to get rid of that debt, Olimar and his co-worker Louis have sought back to the same planet he crashed on in search of treasures, which is basically remnants of the real world. We have recovered one item so far, and we are now going back to the Valley of Repose to see what else there is to find. So this should be our first proper day. Let's begin.
Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out.
I don't know what you're talking about, ship. When we landed here, the first thing we saw was Pikmin beating the tar out of a dwarf bulborb. Yes, they were losing, but they were fighting. And they have Olimar to thank for that. Anywho, yeah. We walk beneath the onion, and we can call out Pikmin. Let's get all 20 of our red boys out. And now we have our time meter up top. As with Pikmin 1, basically we have, until that goes all the way across. There was nothing up there. We have until that goes all the way across before game over. Now, I don't really think there's any reason for me to have both Olimar and Louis doing things at the moment. So, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna pick these Pikmin and send Olimar forward. When I find something for Louis to do, I'll have him do it. There we go. I want to get these pellets for the red. Come on. All right, how many Pikmin do I need for this paper bag? 35, that's why these are there. Okay, that is what I thought. So we were kind of given tutorials on a bunch of stuff last time. But one thing we weren't shown was this. And it's the same as it is in Pikmin 1, where it's down on the D-pad. And you can basically swarm your Pikmin in a direction. Unfortunately, I keep accidentally rolling my thumb and hitting left and right, which is why it keeps zooming around whenever I do that. I'm trying to think of it. I think I had that problem in Pikmin 1 too, so get used to again. Anyways, those big old 5 pellets, as you can see, they gave a lot of Pikmin. And I'm gonna pluck them all because we need 35 to get down that paper bag, and we have 36 total. There we go. 35 in the army, 1 chilling on the bag, watching over that dwarf bulborb from on high. Let's go. I think most of them were just hitting the side of the bag and not actually doing anything. But it's fine. We have deflated the bag of paper, and now we can murder bulborb. Okay. We need 3 to carry the bulborb, 1 to carry the pellet. Oh. And that right there is an actual bulborb. I'm a little afraid of you. But there's also a treasure. Look what we got. Appears to be a crushed can. Okay, they're not going to be able to do that without more help, and I am afraid of Bulborb McBulberstein there. So I am going to break down a wall. And while they're doing that, Louis can chill over here and help manage the Pikmin. When it comes to multi-captain stuff, this is what I like doing more than anything else, having one person be like the base guy and one person be the explorer guy. Because even though it's been a while since I've played Pikmin 2, like, I mentioned before I've only played it once. To kind of give you some context, when I did play it, it was only on the GameCube. I'm pretty sure I rented it from a physical store as well. So, just to kind of give an idea of how long ago that was. But Pikmin 3 also has multi-captain play, and that was always something I did in that, was have there be a dedicated base monkey. Unless it was needed. Like right now, for example, where I kind of need Louie to deliver the Pikmin to Olimar. Unfortunately, they are going very slow. Just in time.
How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When masked, their might is the ferocious. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Call them into a group with B. Press C to disband the group. Point at the screen and press down on pad to issue orders.
Yep, I already went over that one.
Press down on pad to swarm Pikmin on the treasure and enemies, or make them march in a line.
Yeah, it's less of a line and more of a blob. Anyways, I'm gonna dismiss those Pikmin and just kind of have Louie chill over here for a moment. Come here, you! All of yous! We have 47 red Pikmin. I think we can handle a Bulborb. Let's just sneak up on him. And get him! Murder death! Murder death! I lost some. Oh well. Alright, how many do I need to carry a Bulborb? I don't remember. I need a full 10. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to carry the can and all of these things back, so I'm just gonna get as many Pikmin as I can to do that. Louie, you're gonna go back over here and observe and pluck Pikmin. Olimar, you are going to press forward briefly. Well, 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 what have we here? We will deal with that in a bit. I kinda wanna get the Pikmin from this and get that can first. Because I know what that is. You know what, in hindsight, I should probably send Olimar back now. Because what I can do is I can have Olimar get the Pikmin. You know, the ones that were carrying all the stuff. And he can start instigating picking up on the can here. And then Louie can pick the Pikmin while Olimar does his thing. Good job. All right, Louie, pick them. Pick the min. The sound of that bell indicates that, as you can also see by the meter, we are now at the halfway mark of the day. A day is halfway concluded. Help them carry! All of the Pikmin! I guess we only have 45 on this thing. But yeah, because it seems like we don't really have too many options left of what to do at the moment, aside from the one thing. But I want to get this back first. You know, if these guys would would just hurry along. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, Pikmin. You can do it. And there we go. What do we got? It's worth 170, and it is called Utter Scrap. Accurate. Also, I don't think this one is an actual brand. If it is completely unrecognizable to me. Yeah, even though they did change a whole bunch of stuff from Pikmin, from the original to the Switch re-release, not all of the items were originally brands. Anyways, we have gotten the can, and there is some water over here, but if we recall, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just do this now because I think it's gonna give me a tutorial on it, and I kind of want it to be in a controlled environment. Okay, it does a tutorial. It did not. But yeah, Pikmin cannot swim. However, look at this.
Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leaders group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in.
Welcome to Pikmin 2's other main gimmick. Caves. The Emergence Cave. So, I think that when it says treasures 0, it's because that's how many I've found in here, not how many are in here. It doesn't tell you how many are in here. And I think those little balls up top, I can kind of see some designs in them. I think those are meant to indicate hazards. So this is basically our first cave. It doesn't have any major hazards. We're entering with 59 Pikmin. Let's go! Emergence Cave, sub-level 1.
Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground terrain, press thus to communicate with me. I am not just a ship. I am an all-purpose support pod.
Welcome underground. So yes, this is basically an entire little mini zone. It's a dungeon, essentially. There are dungeons that we can go to. And the one thing that I do remember about dungeons is aside from the fact that they have multiple levels and varying hazards, look up top. There's no sun meter. In other words, we can spend as much time as we need underground. Got ourselves some new enemies here, too. I don't remember what they're called, but they are obviously a variant of the Dwarf Bulborb. Oh, die. Now, this does beg a question, though. What happens with them? Because there's no onion for them to take the monsters to. Grab this, what is that? Is that an orange or a tangerine? I think it's a tangerine. Anyways, they take it to the pod. And what does the pod do with the bodies?
How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much.
The ship has a hissy fit is what happens. However, a nice piece of fruit. Actually, looking at it now, it is an orange, not a tangerine. It is the citrus lump. That is applicable to both of those fruits. But yeah, beasts are worth money. These little guys are worth two apiece. 7-Up! Name the quenching emblem. Because it's a bottle cap for a soda. I wonder what they replaced the 7-Up with. I don't know, but there's no way they kept it. Even though this is a very old logo, clearly. This is like probably one of their first logos, I would think. I don't know. I haven't had 7-Up in years. What was that sound? I heard a weird sound just a moment ago, and I'm wondering if it was significant. You know what? I bet I know.
This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera with Z and up, left, and right on D-pad, correct? Your expression suggests you do. Excellent! Don't worry. All your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the hole and press A to enter it.
I think I know what that weird, like, powering down sound was. Okay, good. I can skip that. I can skip the scene of them jumping in the hole. Sub-level 2. And we'll test the theory about that sound in here as well. Final floor! Good to know it tells us this. So let's see here. Got ourselves a short hallway that leads into a big room with some kind of a thingamabob. We'll have to figure out what that thingamabob is. First, we gotta murder the beasts. They might not be worth much, but they are worth something. Ah, okay, that's what that is. So that's a geyser over there. That's basically gonna be our exit. Obviously, we've still got to get ourselves through the dungeon to get to it. Well, 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 what have we here?
It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it.
He is not wrong. As you will observe, 101. Just to spite. Because it is entirely possible you can come down here with 100 red Pikmin. All you would have to do is, you would basically just have to go through multiple days on the surface of just dropping in, making Pikmin, leaving. Rinse and repeat. You could come down here with 100, but just like in Pikmin 1, you cannot carry more than 100 Pikmin at a time. However, there is a way to carry something worth more than 100 Pikmin. And that something lies in this next room. Anyways, I'm gonna let, you know what? Olimar, you go here so that way these Pikmin aren't lonely. I'm just gonna have you chill by the globe. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Let's try to press C to switch back to Louis. Louis is gonna take his crew of Pikmin. And behold, you've seen flowers like these before in Pikmin 1.
Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower.
Indeed they do, for these are candy pop buds. And these are a very special special candy pop bud. You throw 5 Pikmin in, it spits out 5 seeds and disappears. I missed some of them, but thankfully, candy pop buds always give... They always give at least 5 seeds. But these are Pikmin of a different color! Say hello to purple Pikmin. He's a little sumo dude.
Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers? Intriguing. Perhaps there are others?
Why are you confused about that? The candy pop buds were definitely in Olimar's original report. Anyways, yes, we have purple Pikmin now. And as was said, hang on, let me just see if I remember how to do this. Okay, yeah, it's B. B while holding to switch the Pikmin you're throwing. Observe this. If you throw a red Pikmin, whee! Look at where he goes. But if you throw a purple, for some reason, I thought they didn't fly as far, but you could definitely see he slammed down. The purple Pikmin are indeed heavy, and we can use that to our advantage. But in addition to being heavy boys, they are very, very, very strong. Oh, wrong button. Okay, there we go. Olimar, get the other Pikmin. Thank you. Louie, we have a demonstration here. 1 purple Pikmin. The strength of 10. This is how you get the real big stuff. Unfortunately, they ain't very fast. So even though you can have your number super high, they're not gonna carry things quickly. And it can still benefit you to have, like, reds and stuff like that to help carry things along, which is why I put everyone on it. But yeah, with them, we've got more than enough muscle to lug this thing over to the pod. And if I'm right, once we deliver this thing and get out of whatever Mr. the Research Pod has to say, we're gonna hear a sound. Come on. There we go. This is a special treasure. It's glowing. It is the spherical atlas. Yep. That's half of the Earth.
There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere. Retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go to the exploration kit on the radar screen by pressing left on pad. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow.
Yup, that's the same sound we heard. So that is what that means. That is basically a sound that tells us you got all the stuff on this floor. You can go away now. Anyways, before I do though, yep, right there. Look at that, the sphere chart down there. So the exploration kit, it is items for upgrades. So it is just special treasures. Got it. And in this case, that is a special treasure that unlocked a new zone. I know that not all of those are just zone upgrades. Anyways, another thing of note here that we'll have to probably look into tomorrow as well is we got ourselves a new Pikmin type, right? The purples? They don't have an onion. So what happens to them? I'll be honest, I don't actually remember exactly how it's handled. I think I might remember, but I'm not 100% sure.
Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try.
The geyser, like I said, is our ticket out of the cave. Escape to the surface with your Pikmin? Yes. Up we go! With all Pikmin in tow. And we even get a little mini report. Cave complete! Okay, and yep, we can see up there, we got 3 treasure salvage out of 3. So we are told at the end how many treasures there are total. So if we miss one, we're told. Although the presence of that sound definitely makes it harder to miss them than it otherwise would be. And lo, we land right outside the ship.
You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress.
Good on ya.
Olimar and Louie, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable! You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady.
I was actually gonna try and, I saw some pellet posies I wanted to... Okay. Up. Okay, so that is what they do. The purples go in the ship. The ship is their onion. I couldn't remember if it was that or if they just, like, went away or something like that. That wouldn't make sense. Anyways, off to space we go. Let us check the report. There's all the funds we got. We have almost hit 1/10 of the deck. We have gained many Pikmin. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I wanted to hit Z. I hit B by accident. Because we actually lost some Pikmin today. I wanted to look at this. And I did not realize this, but it tells us how many we lost by category of how it was killed, rather than by the species. Although I guess this is where the species is. So we lost 5 in battle, and the other ways to lose them are by sunset, or end of day, basically. Fire, water, electricity, explosion, and poison. Pretty sure the only thing here that did not exist in any capacity in Pikmin 1 was electricity, since there was the Brog, the poison Brog, for poison. But yeah, it has its own, they have their own categories now. They'll be fun when we get to them. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Huckatate Savings alone, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! Whatever you say, Presidente. Whatever you say. And yep, those question marks, as you can see here, they're caves. Which means that there are 2 more caves in the Valley of Repose, and nothing else in the Emergence Cave, thankfully. And in the new zone, the Awakening Wood, there are 4 caves. There is definitely more to do in the Valley of Repose, but nothing else we can do. And yes, we can still have fun with the menus, with the ship menu. I love it. I love the ship menu. It's so fun. Let's take a moment to review what we've encountered, shall we? We got a few new things, like the red bulborb. He didn't care about the carrot I gave him. Red bulborb, Oculus Kageyami russus, grub dog family. This large organism has the familiar mandibles and cranial morphology of the grub dog family, as well as the characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half of its total length and girth. Showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots, this creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures returning to their nests. Originally classified as the spotty bulborb, further research has reclassified the species as the red bulborb. Subspecies of varying colors have recently been discovered, but academics are divided into two rival camps over how to handle their classification. Academics from where? We literally were fresh off of being on this uncharted planet, and then immediately got thrust right back to it. How has there been a chance for there to be academics arguing about this? Anyways, the snow bulborb. New guys. Snow bulborb, Panzerus pseudoculi frosticus. Again, of the breadbug family. Like the dwarf red bulborb, the snow bulborb is a member of the breadbug family that seeks to survive through imitating the appearance and behavior of a bulborb. Its pale coloration and blue spots make for easy identification. In particular, this organism mimics the hairy bulborb, but it is of course unable to grow the hair that gives the hairy bulborb its name. However, as the hairy bulborb has been known to lose its hair in certain circumstances, the snow bulborb is an effective mimic that is often mistaken for a member of the same species. Talking about a species we haven't encountered yet. The heck is this? Foxtail? I don't even know where we saw that. Vulpus cauda, foxtail family. Wow, it is its own family. This plant remains erect after withering and losing its color, so we can only hypothesize about the true color of the plant's plumage. However, local soil analysis indicates trace amounts of dormant seeds, making it not hard to imagine that the area was thick with these plants in the summer. Neat. And of course, the violet candy pop bud. Flora puniceus, the candy pop family. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pop buds in subterranean regions. Considering the microecologies this plant has been found in, one could surmise that it could be found in any cavern regardless of geographical region. Tossing Pikmin into this flower results in the release of purple Pikmin seeds, regardless of the color of the Pikmin tossed in. This variety of candy pop contains robustly odoriferous oils. If candy pop flowers can be cultivated, there is no doubt the plants would offer multifaceted benefit to the cosmetic, medical, and tourist industries. You don't say. And we got 3 treasures, too. The citrus lump. This fruit was dug up from the floor of an icy cavern. It appears that the fruit's thick skin protected it from the frigid cold. It's quite remarkable. The shape of the fruit eerily resembles the president's head. P.S. The labyrinthine underground entrails of this planet are like a completely different world. They indeed are. Actually, 4 treasures. Utter scrap. The area we recently touched down in is blanketed with a fresh layer of frozen precipitation. As tranquil and relaxing as it is, I named it the Valley of Repose. Using Pikmin to move obstacles, I was able to open up some new areas to exploration, where I found this hunk of metal. So we get some insight on like the region and stuff too by looking at these, which is pretty neat. The Quenching Emblem. I often brag about my inexhaustible supply of self-control. When I peer at this treasure, I can't help but want to take a drink. Wouldn't that mean it's the opposite of quenching if the emblem makes you thirsty? The Spherical Atlas. Purple Pikmin were somehow able to carry this massive treasure. Today, we measured their physical strength using the ship's onboard beefometer. The beefometer? What the heck? It seems that they have 10 times the weight and physical power of any other Pikmin. When I throw them, they land with a resounding thud. I've decided to commemorate the cave I first encountered them in by naming it Emergence Cave. Odd reason to name it that. But then again, we're talking about a dude with a ship that has a beefometer. So, what do I know? Anyway, that's gonna do it for now. Next time on Pikmin 2, we take a look in the Awakening Wood. So until then, thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.